everybody, this is the Daydreamer with Daydreams and Nightmares, and I have a different type of video for you right now. I recently went to the Midwest Comic Book Association's Minneapolis St. Paul Comic Con, held at the Minnesota State Fairgrounds. And unlike the Wizard World that I attended, this was more comic book heavy. A lot of artists there, a lot of vendors with comic books there. I know when I went to the Wizard World, it was I was more interested in the actors and movie stars that were going to be there, and then the presentations and that they were going to have in the auditorium, getting pictures, getting autographs, than I was in what was there as far as retail. But there was only one vendor there anyway that was selling comic books. Now here, there are tens of thousands of comic books. Every time you turn around, you would see somebody selling comic books in one shape or form or another. So after I did my walkthrough and I did my video that I'm going to post probably Thursday and Friday, I did a lot of shopping of comic books, trying to plug some holes in some collections that I have, trying to fill my wish list. And in this particular video, I am going to show another little challenge that I wound up giving myself as well. Compliments of Exit Zero Comics, who is currently doing a giveaway in which he asked to see your virgin comic books. Well, I'm always showing off the same one that was given to me by Rob Wiseguy. Very thankful for that book, but I feel that I probably need to have some more in my collection, so I'm not continually pulling out that book to show it off. That being the only book I have to show. So I made it a challenge to myself to find myself some virgin books also while I was at the Comic-Con. And also the personal challenge to me is they had to be ones that I would be interested in reading and looking at as well. I wasn't going to buy them just for the sake of them being virgins as well. So what you see in front of you are the ones that I managed to come up with, and I'm fairly happy with what I have, and pretty decent prices with these as well. First one is Incorruptible, number 15. This is a virgin cover, 1 in 10 variant. Freelancers, number 1, virgin cover. This is a 1 in 25 variant cover. Hellraiser Annual number 1. Again, virgin cover here as well. I probably don't need to say that because that's what all of these are going to be. Now, if you watch my channel at all, you know that I am a big, huge Doctor Who fan. One of the shows that came out of England on BBC since the 60s. There was another show on TV coming out of BBC in the 60s that I actually enjoyed almost as much as well. It was a little spy thriller called Avengers, starring John Steed and Emma Peel. Now, I had no idea that they had actually done a comic book based on those characters, but I'm happy they did. I'm a big, huge fan of that series as well. When I was looking for some, I ran across these and said I just had to get them. Emma Peel is absolutely one of my favorite characters in British TV. She's probably the, well, yeah, I was to say, she's probably the 1960s equivalent of, Angelina Jolie. She was just, sexy as hell, trying to avoid being crass about it, but she's sexy as hell and also incredibly smart. Enjoyed watching this, and he's the consummate English gentleman as well, but this is also British espionage and spies, but I absolutely loved watching that. But anyway, this is a Steed and Emma Peel number 1 in 20 variant, virgin cover. And this is Steed and Mrs. Peel number 4. Red Sonja. You know, I haven't cracked this open to see who did the artwork on this or what number it is, but I will get there eventually. But I picked this one up as well. And last but definitely not least, I just said one of my favorite all-time shows. If you haven't seen my channel, you've got to know I'm a big, huge Doctor Who fan. And so I absolutely had to pick this one up. Doctor Who number 1, bifold cover, but it is a virgin cover of the police box at TARDIS. And yeah, absolutely, totally 100% fitting for me to find a virgin that is a Doctor Who. So I thought I'd share that as well. But those are all the books that I picked up just from the challenging myself. I have plenty more that I picked up actually as well, but I wanted to share these specifically because like I said, I really didn't have much to show off previously as far as virgin covers are in my collection. Now I've got a few more that I can show off now. Anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed. If you like, please hit like. Subscribe if you want to watch more. Feel free to leave any feedback or comments down below. And thank you for watching.